SMS Street Traders, we have a big block share sell on Apple, 182,000 shares right there. That took all the positive money flow to negative money flow. Big block seller on Apple MMTs. Let's get over here to the next one now that things have kind of calmed down a little bit. I've got a big buy right here on Human Genoni on the high of the day of 20,583 shares in that big biotech right there on the high of the intraday day. Let's take a look around town. Priceline had some sells at 19,000 on the block trade. Let's take a look and see just how big this block trade was. It appears that it's only 19,000 shares. So basically, that's that one there. And Apple Computer, we know that had a sell program. Let's go over to Google here. Google, does it have any block selling? Because that's what we want to see. 57,991 shares that Google is presenting at the conference in New York. Anyway, that was a buy program, it looks like, at 69 pennies, and that was the closing print on Google. Let's take a look at any other thing. Let's take a look at First Solar. We've got a big block of shares traded. We have a 33,000 and a 10,000 share block. Let's go and see if we can find any more bigger than that into the closing bell. Sorry, don't see it. That there was the closing bell on First Solar MMTs. Now, let's go to Baidu and see if there was any big block shares or not. Let's go up in here. Here we go. What is that there? 85,000 share block. Took it into negative money flow. So that's the block selling on Baidu. Let's take a look at some of the Amazons. Let's see if anything we can find in here. We have a 65,000 share block going off right there. Let's see if there's any more. No, that's Amazon. 65,000 share block, share MMT. Let's take a look at Goldman Sachs. Here we got a big block coming in on the tape off of that NYSE exchange of 183 million share block at 144.42. That was a purchase. That took that money flow up to $58 million in Goldman Sachs. Let's take a look at what else could we go around and take a look for. We have a CME. CME has a big block. CME down $4.97 after CME had that big, wonderful upgrade today, MMTs. You can see what a short that was into that news off that 265 down here. That's at 259. As I said in pre-market, MMTs, we're short sellers on it. We don't believe that the earnings are going to be that great. MMTs on the closing bell, Dow ended down 22. Nasdaq went under, a short little haircut. Been very volatility. Both directional movements were wonderful, and bear and bull spreads today for the SMF MMTs. This is the after hours market wrap. You did extremely well. You had the breakouts. We showed you plenty of breakouts on First Solar. You had to slide those bids for the short side. You did extremely well. The other thing that we would like to say that's very, very, very nice is how that Goldman Sachs was bought off that bottom and ran back up, and that was a nice long position. And there was some great long positions intraday that we did when the bear tech made its high and started to come down. Equities made their move early in the session. In the middle of the session, we had a sideways market, and after the lunch hour, some volume started to pick up, and then the volatility got where prices were sliding and then bouncing, and we had all kinds of wonderful price action that was being made. We bought plenty of equities off the bottom. Once again, when they slide those bids and they make those bottoms, Google was a great trade today. I mean, you know, that 534.94, we were talking about sliding that bid, still ended up 52 pennies on the day, but it was a good short down to 524.71, and that's where it made that low. It made that high, then it came down there, and that you had a long short intraday on that. So basically, lots of them were good. You had a great buy again. It's 2 days in a row that Baidu has bounced off those bottoms. But we did make a bottom, and we did bounce with the closing price print at 103.72, and those were great trades as well on the trading session today, on the MMT session. MMT's had a wonderful day today. MMT's had directional movement. MMT's had bears and bull trades. MMT's did well. That's the final closing bell.